We're talking about 22.5 points per game, 7.9 assists, 10.3 rebounds, got to the line 5.3 attempts a game, 78% for the free throw line, a 35% three-point shooter. This is Jalen Johnson, an all-star, a potential all-NBA player. What is the problem that's going on in the playoffs right now? Context is always everything. Trae Young, about 24 points per game, 11.6 assists. We're talking about a guy that has done it for years, being a number one scoring option for a team that's sometimes in the play-in and the playoffs, but he's the number one scoring option from day one. They put that ball in his hand. Kristaps Porzingis, 19.5 per game, points per game, 40% shooter, one of the best offensive stretch bigs in the league. They said, hey, Jalen, Trae Young's gone. Porzingis is going through some things. We are going to put the ball in your hand, and we are going to tell you, even though during the offseason, because people don't know, NBA players train for what their role is. Royce O'Neal is not going into the offseason saying, well, I got to work on my pull-up three-point game. It's not happening. Now everyone wants to revolve themselves to be a better player every single day. Players like Jalen Johnson's working on their overall game. Definitely as a young player, you want to work on your overall game because your role could fluctuate in the NBA. Definitely as a young player, you can be a guy that's a role player from day one, and then 5, 6 years later, you're one of the face of the leagues. It happens. We've seen it. Jalen has been practicing his overall game, but Jalen Johnson was also practicing to be a number 2 to number 3 scoring option for this Atlanta Hawks team that would had playoff aspirations with Kristaps Porzingis and Trae Young to start off the season. Where is Trae Young and Kristaps Porzingis now? Trae Young is in Washington D.C. Kristaps Porzingis is in Golden State. Where is Jalen Johnson? Right here. He's right here. He's right here. Jalen Johnson. This guy is a potential all NBA player. He was an all-star. He's averaging 20, 10, and 7, 8. There's only 3 players in the league to do that right now. Oh, actually, I believe it's 2 in the current league this year. Jokic and Jalen Johnson. So why is Jalen Johnson struggling in the playoffs? If he's this good, why is he struggling? Because Jalen Johnson is not a number one option. It's the truth. He's not. He's not a number one option. Jalen Johnson, he has never trained to be a number one option. He's never had the thought process of being number one option. When you come out the G League your first 2, 3 years, you're just trying to play the role. This is why Jalen Johnson's defensive numbers, and I'm going to put it right here, are his last 3 to 4 years before have been really good. He's been a really good weak side defender, a really good weak side protector. On ball has always been a little but it was never this bad. And this is why Jalen Johnson at times has the ceiling of playing one of the best defense. We saw Jalen Johnson a couple weeks ago against Paulo Banchero. Yeah, this is an inefficient guy, but he put his straps down and locked him up. And then you see Jalen Johnson in his Knicks series letting OG Anunoby slip him in back screens, and he's not paying attention. He's getting lazy-eyed. And why is that? I mean, why is that? That is my biggest frustration with Jalen Johnson. Why is that? Is it because the offensive load is too much? Is offense? He trying to get his offensive game going right now when he doesn't have the counters, he doesn't have the first sweat. His first step is like, his dribbling for his size is amazing. But when we're talking about first option, can he create? Does he have counters? Does he have another move that he can go to constantly? Does he accept contact? These are number one option things. These are what number one options do. Jason Tatum, one of the best wings in the league. Separation, pull-up game. He does it all. Jalen Johnson does not create separation off his dribble. Now, Jalen Johnson is also has one of the highest potentials in the league. We all know this. If you're an Atlanta Hawks fan and you've been watching him from day one, if you was watching him in Duke High School, you know this. You know this. Jalen Johnson has got better every single year. Jalen Johnson's stats have got better every single year. Jalen Johnson is improving at a rapid rate. At the age of 24, by the way. 24, by the way, not 35, 24. So the discourse of Jalen Johnson being why is he struggling? Why is that? Because he's never been here before. He's 24. And people say, oh, we're giving him excuses. I'm not giving him no excuses. Because what his defense has been putrid. His offense capability isn't the greatest. It has never been the greatest. Most of his buckets came from transition. I'll put it on this side. Most of his buckets and most of when he's has at his best is transition baskets. You know what slows down in the playoffs? Transition. Because teams try to limit transition. It's more half court scoring. It's more getting a bucket. It's more finding your spots, getting to elbow, hitting them spots that CJ McCollum was talking about, where he hit game winners against the Knicks because he got to his spot. Jalen Johnson has a couple spots, but does he know how to create separation? Does he have to twitch to get there? Is he strong enough to push people off and embrace the contact? No, no. And this is the first year we're seeing the progression throughout the year. This is why he's going to be all NBA because we're seeing it. We're seeing it. We're seeing this guy take a team that after they traded Trae Young to Porzingis was not supposed to be here. We are year 0 of the rebuild, people. Year 0. And the Atlanta Hawks are in year 0 of the rebuild. They have Jalen Johnson that's progressing. They have Dyson Daniels, who's a defensive stud. Nikhil Alexander Walker just won MIP. He's 27. Onyeka, 25. Shooting, just developed a three-point shot. Mo Gay just started playing basketball less than 8 years ago. Won a defensive stud off the bench and is working on his three-point shot. Zachary Ricochet, who I think is terrible. It's terrible, but he's only 20, and he even him has shown some things. It's like, okay, I mean, you don't have the creation game, but you do things. This Atlanta Hawks team is Kaminga, who is young. This Atlanta Hawks team is perfectly fine. The discourse of what is wrong with Jalen Johnson, why is he struggling, what's the truth on Jalen Johnson? Me personally, I don't think Jalen Johnson's a number one, and that's okay. If Jalen Johnson turns out not to be a number one scoring option, that is perfectly okay, people. It's perfectly okay. The Atlanta Hawks need to keep on rebuilding, keep on building culture, keep on drafting well. By the way, they have a top 10 pick with the New Orleans Pelicans locked in one of the deepest drafts we've had in a very long time with talent that can potentially boost up to a top 4 pick because they have 2 odds to get to a top 4 pick with the Milwaukee Bucks pick and New Orleans Pelicans pick. I don't see what the problem is. I don't see what the problem is. Like, Jalen Johnson, yes, he's struggling. Yes, it's not cute. Yes, it's not good. But we believe because he showed progression every single year. And if he does not become a number one option, his skills of being a big forward wing who can pass the ball, who during the regular season was a really good spot-up shooter. In the playoffs has been a struggle. The shot has not been falling, but during the regular season he was a good spot-up shooter. And a guy that is a monster in transition, and a guy that is embracing. He's not there yet. He's very far, but with the 5.7 free throw attempts a game, he was for his position. The percentile was extremely high. He's getting better and better every single year. Take a chill pill, please.